Coach Massi here, and after another long day here at Massi Machado Strength and Conditioning, we wanted to put together an informal little video for you called Quick Fix for Broken Stix. And really what that meaning comes from, or that saying comes from, is when you look at the anatomy in the sagittal view, really you could break it down into basically like being a stick figure. It seems to be the most simple form to translate to our clients and athletes. And sort of once you understand that your ankle joint runs your shin angle, your knee joint runs your femur angle, and your SI joint or hip runs your torso angle, it could kind of change your world. Today, we're going to employ that thought process to one of the more complicated movements, maybe avoided movements, the one-legged Romanian deadlift. Sort of like your Uncle Bob. You know he's going to pass gas at the family dinners, and you really don't talk about it much, and if you do, you talk about it behind his back. But nevertheless, it does happen. So we're going to talk about the one-legged Romanian deadlift here in our circle. Coaches helping coaches. Now, whenever I'm out and about, I will find that both teaching and learning this movement can be incredibly frustrating. And we want to equip you guys, as we equip ourselves, to come up with some interventions that are interesting. Now, there's got to be at least 24 viable interventions, progressions, and regressions to the one-legged Romanian deadlift. But today, I wanted to show you a progression and intervention called contact, set, go. And it's done by utilizing the tsunami bar. Now, we slightly overload this particular bar, but don't tell the people at Tsunami. We're trying to get this movement down pat. When it comes to this movement, we'll find out that there's a balance element. Obviously, there's a kinetic sequencing element, but also we need those angles to be near perfect or perfect. No kyphosis in that back. When we want synchronization with the knee flexion, press into the ground, pull through the movement. Now, Jake's going to be helping me out today. Jake is going off to college. He's going to be playing college football, and he's been around the place for a little bit. Jake had found the one-legged Romanian deadlift, like most of us, to be kind of frustrating to learn. And one of the methodologies, I should say, one of the interventions we put into play, apologies, was this contact, set, go. So all he does is he comes towards the bar, like you would instruct somebody to get near the bar, close to the shins. He's going to get into his setup. Then he's going to contact, set, pull amplitude. You see, boom. That starts to help him hit his angles, and then he's going to go, pulling up and through the movement. Now he's going to return down with good eccentric control and let the bar go. So, key to this is we're looking for that kinetic sequencing. We want to make sure that his knee flexion, extension is not ahead of his hip movement. We want to make sure that his head's not pointing up to the sky. And one of the ways we can help people to establish proper ground takeoff prior to going through this movement is the contact, set, go. So once again, let's look at what's involved. Gets near the bar. He sets up. He contacts. He pulls amplitude into set, and he goes, pulls up and through the movement. He returns down with good eccentric control. Look, this is one of many, many interventions. We like this one. Hopefully you can come hear me speak about this and some other great stuff at my Perform Better One Day that I'm having in November. I've got to tell you something. This has been very effective for us. We hope you'll employ it. If you have any questions, shoot us an email. And remember, all things come through persistent, diligent effort, also known as hard work, and greatness is forged, not fabricated.